is this? Who are these weirdos? What the hell? People are weird as fuck. Heck is going on here? Go to sleep, woman. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Lucky. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Lucky. Oh, good Lord. What the heck? Who is this? Crazy fucking weirdo. Oh good Lord. You're working and preparing your presentations and calculations. Federal land requires a lot of thinking and analyzation. I'm sure you are. So if you have to think a lot, that's not good. I always tell everybody, let me do the thinking. Well, if you love thinking, that's good because that's all you do. That's all we do every day anyway, is think. Think about bad shit, good shit, positive, negative. Always thinking about something. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Well, you got to see how it goes. It might work out, it might not. If it does, great. Oh, shit. There's a smoke coming out of your ears. I have smoke coming out of my ears every day, and I don't smoke anymore. I have smoke out of my ears when Lucky comes in here. Every time Lucky comes in here, she brings smoke to my brain and my ears. All she does is aggravate me. She likes to annoy me every day. Yeah, I look at plans like that all the time, Lucky. Every single day, I know how to map out this whole thing and put electrical in anything like this. This is easy shit to me. Easy shit. Yeah. But that's easy. Mm. Yeah. It's like property maintenance. That's exactly what I do a lot. I do more property maintenance now than ever. I take care of this property every day, which is a part of my job and part of my rent to live here. Always has been since the day I lived in here. That's why I live here, is because I do all the stuff that requires this house to work. And when I'm not doing work here, I have my client who has 5 houses, and I've worked at all 5 of his current houses. One is maintained by his son, and the other is maintained by his daughter. And he maintains the other 3 and gets me to work at the other 3. But I work for the son and the daughter too. So I got 5 properties that I have to take care of every year, plus this house. So that's all I've been doing. That's what I have been doing for the past few years, because I used to do electrical contracting and people want me to get back into it, but I refuse to do it because I don't want to. It's too much to do. And now they passed a law where you have to be qualified electrician with papers from Bermuda College to say that you're an official electrician. And I'm not going back to school to do that bullshit. No, no, no. I do everything. My main my main trade is electrical, yes. But I can do everything. Anything to do with a house I can do. And if I can't do it, I hire somebody to do it. And that's what I do. So for instance, um, plumbing I don't do plumbing at all. But if my client says, hey, look, I have a plumber, but he can't pick up the water heater, can you go get it for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So he'll call the place and say, hey, my maintenance guy Mark is coming, he's going to pick up the water heater. And they give me like a paper invoice saying, yeah, that I picked it up, and I'll take it to his house, I'll offload it, and get everything prepared for the plumber. That happened already this year. Then he got a new dryer for the apartment. So then he says, can you go to the same place and pick up a dryer for me in your van? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I charge him like $75 to pick up the dryer and take it to the location. Whereas if the place charged him, it will be double that. So he gets me to do it for cheaper. And I make $75 in an hour just delivering just picking up a something, like a washer or a dryer or water heater, and just take it to him. And then the other day, his condominium that he owns in the city had a water leak from all the rain. So I went there, I patched up the leak, and went there the next day to paint it and shit like that. So I fixed cracks in walls and ceilings, and I just maintain the whatever I can do, I can do. And if I can't do it, I'll get somebody to do it. So when there's nothing going on and he doesn't call me to do anything, I work in my workshop, because I have a workshop now that used to belong to my ex brother-in-law, but he had that workshop looking like shit. It was nothing but spider webs everywhere, dust and bullshit. He never painted it. He never did anything decent with it. He didn't even have workbenches or anything in there. It was just a joke. So I completely rearranged the whole place and made it to a real workshop. Where it actually, you walk in there and you're like, oh wow, this is actually a real fucking workshop. And I got 3 workbenches in there that I built myself. I can do carpentry, masonry. Like I can build a wall. I built a shed out the back. Me and my cousin built it together. But I've been doing maintenance and electrical forever. But I can do a lot of things, but I just don't do it anymore because it's too much. It's too much for me to do. My body's like, deteriorated. And I'm getting too old to be lifting heavy ass shit and doing all those type of things. I bust my ass enough. Now that this house is complete, I don't need to touch anything. But I put down floors and everything. The vinyl floor. And my brother-in-law left. My ex-brother-in-law left. It was carpet. We took the carpet out. I cleaned the entire floor, and then I put down a vinyl floor that will last the rest of our lives. So it's better than carpet. But that's the going thing now in Bermuda's vinyl floors. So I do everything except for plumbing. So anything to do with the house, I pretty much know how to do. Yes, that too. So yeah, I can show you like for instance, this is back in February. See, I built the bottom. This is my workshop, and I built this workbench with wheels, and then I have another workbench right on top of it that I was building. So I built one, painted it, built another with the other workbench. That's how I did it. And then this is like the actual backside of the workshop. When I have a TV in there, so I can watch TV. It's a very big workshop, and then I painted this cabinet on the left, and then I have all my workshop stuff, my ladders, all my shit. I painted the floor gray with like this nice paint and stuff. This is actually a video of like when I was doing it. See, I made a big workbench and 2 small ones, and then you can separate it. See how I pushed it away? I separated the workbenches, and I was showing everybody that I did it. Yeah. Yep. It was my dream come true to get this workshop, and I finally did. And when I knew he was leaving, I was like, thank God, I'm good to go now. See, this is like a video of Diamond was in the workshop, and this is like me with the bench and the wheels and then all my tools underneath it. I built a bench so I can have all my tools on the bench. So if I take that bench and put it in the back of my van, I can do work elsewhere. Then I installed a TV there, my old TV, my music. I have a little compartment on the bottom where I put like scraps if I need scrap. I never throw anything away. Yeah, I did it gray like epoxy, and it's like sandy. It's like a sandy rough look, so that way you don't skid on it. If the oil or anything goes on the ground, you don't, or water, you don't slip. Before it was all smooth, and I made it rough, so that way you don't slip. See that toolbox right there? It was red, and that toolbox is 30 years old, and I sprayed the top part green and the bottom part black. I did everything. I redid all that. The whole toolbox looked like shit, and I redid the whole thing. I can spray paint shit. I'm showing everybody all my tools and stuff. See the steps right there? I painted them all gray. Put new. I'm gonna show it now. Yeah. See all those steps? I put new plastic things there this time. Yeah. I did a lot of work in this workshop. That's the stuff that I put on the ground. It's called anti-slip skid grip coating. You can use it inside and outside. You put it on concrete. Yeah. So, yeah, see. This is the toolbox. It's red. It used to belong to my ex-brother-in-law, and it was all full of rust, and it was all red, and it looked ugly as crap, and he never cared about it. So I took that whole toolbox and I refurbished it. And that's the top part, all green now, that I made. I restored the whole thing. I oiled up all the I even got new bars so it slips. I got a new key thing. I redid the whole thing, and that's the bottom part. That's the black part that you saw that was red. I sprayed it all black, redid everything. And that's the complete toolbox after I refurbished it. So I wasn't going to throw it away. I just refurbished everything, just redid it. And this is me like painting the floor. That's the floor. And then see how the steps, I was filling in all the gaps. And then I was fixing the thing, and I started painting that gray. So it was all wooden looking at first, like how you see. It was all wood. And see how the steps are all shitty? I redid all of this. I redid everything. See, I'm showing the pieces that I did. I recorded like the whole entire thing, so that way nobody can say I didn't do this and I didn't do that. It's me in the videos, no bullshit. I did everything. Oh, hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Woman, leave me alone. What's wrong with you? This is last year, December. I did my attic. Like if you see the wood, see the vinyl floor. That's up in the attic that we have. We put a new window there, and then see how I got the floor. I'm doing the vinyl floor. I took up the carpet, and it's all like concrete. And I had like a vacuum, vacuum, and all the bullshit. And then I put all the floor together like that. So these are the things that I know how to do. So yeah. Like this is my mom's ceiling. During the hurricane one time, the ceiling came down. Hey Maria, the ceiling came down at my mom's house from the hurricane, and we had to patch it up. So me and my friend, we patched up the ceiling with drywall, like not drywall, but like it's like rock loft and rock board, so you could cement it. And then we patched it all up, and it was crazy. See, that's everything patched up. We had to cover everything with plastic. It's a pain in the ass. I've done a lot of work at my mom's house, my sister's house. I've done like a lot of shit, man. I made this house worth a lot of money. I've done a lot of work here, tons of work, too much damn work, and that's why my back is like fucked up. I got a lot of pictures here of all the things that I did. And then, like, this is a closet. I put all new shelves in the closet. I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but like, I redid all my sister's closet. I redid the whole thing, put all these shelves in there, all sorts of shit. Instead of like a metal rod for your clothes, I did like a wooden rod so it'll never rust. So you will never get a rusty rod on your hangers and your clothes. So I put a big ass 1.5 inch rod thing, like a wooden rod instead of a metal one. And that's her. This is all the clothes and all the shoes that she has in her closet, and all the shelves I put up, and she's happy as shit. See how I did her closet? I on one side I put the hanging clothes and like 2 shelves above, and then on the other side I put all the shelves, and I have that gap right there so she can have a step ladder and put shit in. I designed this all myself. I looked at it, looked at it, and said, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. So then in my nephew's closet, I put like a hanger on each side, on the sides instead of coming across it. That way they can have more shelf space. I designed it all to work out properly. So yeah, I'm like that. I don't really talk about myself too much. That's why it's not good to do that. But these are some of the things that I know how to do. Anything to do with the house, I can do it. I'm like that. That's why I get hated on. All right, I got a what's going on here? See, every time I try and show people things, they interrupt me, see, because they don't want me to show people things about my life. See, that spirit saying, "Shut up, Mark. That's enough now. Get back to work on here." Like, stop talking about yourself, Mark. It's prohibited. All right, so Teresa has donated for a reading for you, Dan, as an early birthday gift. So I don't know what you want me to check, Dan, or you just want a general reading or whatever you want me to check. I will gladly do it for you. And thank you, Teresa, for donating. I appreciate it. She didn't show me anything. I don't know what she's talking about, Dan. I ain't seeing nothing what she said. She be just talking and talking. I ain't seeing nothing yet. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. I have no idea, bro. She likes to aggravate me when I'm live. She loves to aggravate me. See? I was having fun, showing everybody my projects, and then, she's like started to, aggravate me, and I can't even show people my product. Nobody cares about what I do. Let's pay attention to Lucky, fucking Lucky this, Lucky that. See what I mean? Needy ass cancer. Always fucking needy. Look at me. Me. See? Aquarius can't get no fan. 5 minutes, basically, I was talking. And now look, her twins here now looking for attention too. Fuck you, Mark, and what you do for work. Look, you got to pay attention to us. See what I mean? See what I go through? So much for showing all the things that I do, see? Always aggravate me. It's all about Lucky. All about her twin Maria. I can't even talk to anybody, It's all good, yeah. I was showing all my projects and shit. Nobody cares. They're like, yeah, fuck this shit. Spirit's like, don't show them anything else. Don't show them nothing. Leave them alone. Let them all talk in here. See, I made my point. See, now she's gonna roll her eyes at me. Right. Dan, a general cool for the next couple weeks. All right, cool. All right, I got a reading for Dan now, and after Dan, I have twin pain in the ass, Maria. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh boy, I tell you, I couldn't even get 5 minutes of fame. Cut me off. It's all good. Next time I'll show my projects next time. And Lucky's sleeping, I'll show my project that I won't get disturbed. Okay. All right, Dan, let me concentrate on you, brother. Okay. So Dan, what I got here in general is you might feel stuck at times. You might feel like you have no solutions to some of your difficulties. But these difficulties are more of you confessing and declaring yourself to knowing that certain things can't be changed or certain things can't be done, or right now there can nothing can be done in certain ways, but you're okay with it, even though you just stay stuck for a while and you're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave that alone and wait till my time comes. So you might be feeling that way in the next few weeks. Also, you might feel that certain people or a person has said some lies to you, or there might be some differences or a dispute that you might be a part of, or if someone's made a mistake towards you, or they made a mistake and they've said something to you, then you would say, okay, well, I know you lied, but I'm not going to dispute you or look at you different, but I'm just going to keep my distance. So that could be it too. Or this could be you making a mistake saying, shit, I shouldn't have done that. But that's all right. The difference is I know I've learned from it. So this could be you learning from a mistake that you made, or this could be someone like telling you something, telling you a lie, and you making the mistake of trusting them. That could be it too. So this is general. So I'm just giving you what it could and couldn't be, what it can and can't be, and what it is in certain places and areas that I see. Um, also, I see your wife here, and she might feel weak at times, or she might feel sick at times, and she might also feel like she's lost her a little bit of her faith, and she's tempted to do things, but you might hold her back from doing certain things, or you might uplift her spirits at times and say, hey, look, mama, it's not all that bad. Like Mark says, it always could be worse. So she might be like tempted to try something else or do something that she's not supposed to, and you're saying, no, 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 don't do that, let me do it. But she doesn't want to feel weak, she doesn't want to feel sick, she doesn't want to have that lack of faith, and she doesn't want to make you feel like she's abusing some type of power or privilege for her being sick and you have to do shit for her, right? Or maybe she just feels this way from time to time, or in the next few weeks she might feel like there's always a difference, that she has to, different things will occur and she'll be like, shit, you know the difference is this and the difference is that, you can do this, I can do that, we can do things together, let's try this, let's try that. So she might be tempted to do certain things and you're like, no, 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 that's okay, we don't have to do it now, we'll do it later. So she might feel kind of down from time to time, I don't know if this is how she feels, but I got a woman here that's reversed, and she kind of feels like, you know, sick at times, and then she kind of feels like she doesn't want to be petty about being sick, and she doesn't want to feel weak or incompetent or something like that. She always wants to try to, do something on her own, but she knows that she needs you to help, and that's what she probably thinks in the next few weeks. Could be her, or it could be like another woman that you deal with, like a sister or a woman of that you know. So if this isn't her, it could be someone else that you know. But the good news is you got the Ace of Cups here, which means that despite all this shit, right? Despite all this stuff, the love that you offer, because the Ace of Cups is you offering your love to her, like you just said, you give her extra hugs and you let her know stuff's okay. So because you're the Ace of Cups, you give your love and you show your cup of love towards her. You make her, more happy, and you show the productiveness. And when you guys do things that are productive, it makes the goodness overflow. Like you feel more things are favorable. Your outlook on things might be a little better and more uplifting. And then there's going to be times, obviously, it's not good, and it's good, and it is good, but overall, I feel like this month and the next few weeks are going to, have some fulfilling moments, and there's going to be some challenging moments, obviously. But I feel like she might, because most Aquariuses don't like help, and they want to do everything themselves, and they don't want to be depending on anybody else. Because I know I'm like that. I don't want no help unless I really, really need it. Like, and when I do get help, I feel like I'm inconveniencing somebody. It's just a natural way of us thinking. But otherwise, that I don't see anything like extremely bad here, or super bad. It's just the Ace of Cups makes up for it. So even though you guys go through some bullshit here and there, um, at the end of the day, you guys try to be as positive and happy as you can. And the more productive things you do, the better it's going to be. So be productive together, include her in the productiveness, and then offer yourself, to her as much as you can, which I know you probably do. Oh, she got a thing with kidney doctor next week. So that's probably why I see what I see then. So, I mean, I could leave it at that. But what the cards are telling me is how more she feels. So she feels like, that she feels like she's not perfect or never going to be perfect again. So she might be hard on herself. I wouldn't even say mentally. It's just she's hard on herself because she knows that she doesn't have that much freedom, because she has to be, confined in her space, because she can't do as much as she really wants to do. And obviously that's because, of her health and things like that. So I feel like she needs extra cheerleading, like you said, extra hugs. you know um I feel like you're the only thing that probably keeps everything going, which is great, and I respect you for that. And this Ace of Cups is basically telling me, that you offer yourself as much as you can and still do what you have to do. So I feel like this general reading is more of a focus on keeping the hope alive and keeping a hopeful outlook on things. So it's going to be tough for her in these next couple of weeks, and now I know why, because of the kidney doctor. So she's going to like be very upset, not knowing what's going to happen, or she might have no solutions to any of her problems, and she's just going to go day by day. But she might be hard on herself in the coming weeks. So I think your offer of your love and support is going to be the only thing that keeps her afloat. So that's what I got. But this Ace of Cups tells me that everything is going to be okay in the end. So despite all the difficulties and not having solutions to certain problems and certain issues, at the end of the day, love conquers all, right? So the more love you show, the more better it's gonna be to overcome everything. Yep, that's all. That's all you gotta do. And that Ace of Cups at the very end just explains it all. That the more you care, the more productive you are, the more loving and caring you are, the more favorable outlook will be. But it looks like she's gonna have some feelings of like she can't, be herself anymore. But when you have health and issues and you get older, nothing's ever gonna be the same. You know, shit, I'm 48 and I can't even do the things that I want to do because I know I'm gonna fuck my body up again, and I don't feel like you know doing the things that I'm doing now. But I'm not gonna kill myself working anymore. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go day by day. And I've already changed my whole mentality in my business. And if we change our lives, we're always gonna be compensated for it by spirit. So you just have to do things. You just can't live amongst your means when you start to downgrade, your body starts to deteriorate, you want to downgrade your workload, you just can't live amongst your means. And that's why I haven't been away in 5 years, because I'm not just gonna outright spend 5, 6 grand on a trip when I can use that money, for better things. And plus, I saved enough money to buy a new van, and that was the most important thing for me to do, was to get brand new transportation. So the money I saved in the last 5 years got me a new van instead of spending that money on trips, which I don't need. So yeah, we all can change our lives for the better. Well, because you're like there for her all the time, she probably feels like she's taken from, you know, how it is, man. But you're with her, like she's an Aquarius. Aquarius always think that way. It's like me when I'm sick or I'm wrong, I can't do something. I don't want to ask for help. I rather like suffer like an idiot. Or like try and do everything myself and then hurt myself and say, you dumbass, you should have asked for help. So it's just a trait that we have, unfortunately. So she might be saying, I don't want Dan to always go out of his way to help me. I want to try and, give him a break or whatever. Or, I don't want him to be like overbearing. I want him to like, be okay with me being the way I am. So it's just like thoughts and wishing that she had more of a solution, you know? So it's like I wouldn't even say it's mentally draining her. It's just she's just thinking that, fuck man, I wish things were different so that way, I can do more. But that's I want you to tell her that that's just the way life is, Once you get older, you can't do certain shit no more. And I found that out the hard way. But I'm not gonna soak and moan and bitch and complain. I'm gonna be like, oh well, I need to change my life. That's all. I just not gonna work as hard anymore. And I don't care what anybody says. You know, people see me dressed up and like, oh no work today. I'm like, no, I'm semi-retired. Oh, you are? I'm like, yep. And they start laughing. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and laugh. I ain't joking. You think I'm gonna be busting my ass right up until I die? You must be crazy. I'm busting my ass enough. So people get like kind of mad or jealous that my life is different from them. I said, I don't have no kids. I'm not married. I don't have all these bills. I pay for my own shit and that's it. What, you gonna condemn me because my life ain't bad? Man, go away. I chose the life I want to live. So does everybody else. All right, so yeah, Dan, it doesn't look extremely bad, but it's more of a mama needing that extra love and that extra hug and being her cheerleader. So just be who you are, bro. You know, that's all. And spirit will take care of you. That's for sure. Trust me, I did too. You know, I left school at 17 years old, and I've been working for 31 years straight. That's more than my lifetime. That's more than my age. That's more than half of my age. I literally left school at 17, and that summer I was already working, busting my ass, and I've never had a bullshit job. All my jobs have been hard because that's what I like. I like hard working jobs. I like to make money. And the more money I make, the happier I am. The more I learn, the more I earn. And now I'm here. You know, I can make money. I can sit down and I can do what I like. Then I can get my jobs for my business. I have two incomes. Bang, I'm good to go. And I just do light shit, just regular jobs. I ain't busting my ass no more. It ain't happening. Hell no. But when I have to, I will. That's all, or I'll get help. All right, Maria, let me read your paragraph and then I'll answer your question. What to say? Maria's got jokes today. Maria's got jokes today. It's the full moon. That's why nobody's really getting no decent sleep, or the energy's weird because the full moon. And it's in Aquarius, so, you know. It's the love boat. What is Tanya say? Fantasy Island and love and what? And love boat or something like that. What does Tanya say? She said Marley is something and I'm another. She calls us Fantasy Island and something else. I think it was the Love Boat or some shit like that. I have to remember what she said. I think she called me Fantasy Island because of Bermuda, and then she said Marley something else, Love Boat or some shit. I can't remember. Hopefully she's doing okay. Shout out to you, Tanya. Hope you got out of the parking lot and you're home safe. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Good for you, Lucky. About time you did what you're supposed to do. Shut your mouth and listen and work. Okay. Maria, in the next like 48 hours, which is the next 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, the reason why Walter feels the way he does is because of money, unpaid debts, loans. He feels like people are not willing to give him a chance or give him himself, and there's a lot of envy and jealousy between you guys. Like people like being jealous of both of you because I got you here and him upright, and it's telling me that in the next 2 days you're gonna see a lot of like jealousy and envy, and you might hear that people are jealous of you or envy your relationship with Walter and things like that. And it's a man that's jealous. It's a man that shows me that's jealous of you guys. So it could be like the boss, right? If he has brown hair or dark hair, it's probably him. Because I got a guy here with brown hair or dark hair, so it's one of that. So anyway, they're this person's you know has an envy and jealousy towards you. He has dark brown hair. There you go. All right. So it's him. So this guy is jealous and envious of you guys. Um, and also the reason why he's like that is because his love life isn't that great, you know, and his love life isn't good, and he doesn't have a decent woman in his life. He gives women anxiety, and he doesn't have any decent woman like how you are in his life. Okay, no problem, Dan. You're welcome, brother. No problem. So also like Walter's worried about money and stuff. That's the only thing I see that Walter's worried about. It keeps him up at night. But yeah, this person's jealous because they don't have what you have. But that's the way it is, Maria. And you shouldn't be mad about it. What you got to do is show that a relationship, a love relationship that you have with someone, your love is going to get tested at all times. Even if you have children, even if they see you working together, kissing each other, the people don't want to see that. A lot of people don't want to see other people happy. It's a part of their life. There's people that will be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. So happy you're in love. It's so I want to be like you." And there's other people who are like, "I want to destroy that shit. I hate seeing people in love. If I can't be in love, you can't be in love." You know, the devil is always working to make things worse. And people have to understand that that's just the way life is. Haters are going to be there. And the reason you have haters is because you're doing good things and because you have a good life and a good love relationship. So it's never going to end. It's just the way it is. You know, it's life. Um, you know, I'll tell you a brief story. When I was a DJ and I had women all over me every night, all my friends used to be jealous, like saying, "Oh man, I wish I was a DJ. I'd have all these girls all over me." I said, "Yeah, but these are drunk ass hoes. I ain't marrying none of these drunk ass hoes around here." I said, "Ain't no decent girl coming up to me while I'm playing music. Hey, name one that came up to me that I can marry and have a life with." Okay, yeah, good point. I said, "So there's no reason to be jealous of a hoe. You can have her too. Go up and dance with her, jackass. Don't worry about what they do with me." I used to tell guys that all the time. But they used to keep being jealous. Even on here, when I have all these women in here talking shit and having fun with me, a guy will come in here and make stupid ass comments and be all jealous. And I'm like, well, take her number. You go fuck her then. Go have her. You can have her. I can't put my D through the computer, you moron. I'm over here in Bermuda. You live there. You can drive to her house. Stupid. So like people are gonna be haters. They're just weird like that. It's never gonna end. But all you can do is hear it, listen to it, and move on. There's nothing really you have to worry about. It's gonna affect you and Walter, yes, because it already has affected you guys. Look, the boss ran told talk shit about Walter. He's trying to, and Jeff's trying to talk shit to you. Your haters, your women haters are looking at you dance and have a good time because you're a good person. People are always going to hate on you no matter what. But what you do is you can acknowledge it, right? And say, I'm being hated on right now. And my life and my love life is being tested. But if you look at Walter and like you say to him, look, I don't care about these guys. I only love you. So the more you say that, it gets embedded in his mind and his thoughts. And then you have nothing to worry about. But when you deal with jealousy and hatred and shit, that's just gonna be a part of your life. You never get rid of that. Never. I've had my van. Today makes 7 months I've had my van, right? And none of my close friends have called me and said, "Hey bro, I saw you in the new van, man. Congrats, bro. Yeah, the van looks nice." They ain't saying nothing because they're jealous because I got a new van. But they won't say, "Yeah, man, you got a new van. You earned it, man. You worked hard for it, bro. I'm happy for you. I know you always wanted your own van with your name on it. It took you a while, but you got it, bro. I'm happy for you." They ain't gonna call me and tell me that shit. But when they see me, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Cool." But they ain't gonna sit there and be like, "Yeah, man, I'm proud of you, bro." They won't say nothing. I've had my immediate friends, yes, they've said, "Congrats, bro. The van looks nice or whatever. Happy for you." But regular guys that know me, they ain't gonna say nothing. They're not gonna say shit like that. But I'll be the first one to tell them, "Oh, you got a new van, bro? Yeah, she looks nice." But not the other way around. Hell no. And I don't really care if they do or don't. It don't phase me. So my point is, don't even worry about the hatred you receive. You know? Simple. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's okay. As long as you do it, that's all that matters. All you need is one person to say something to you, and it'll create a happiness inside of you. My sister is the only one who says you're the guy, you're the guy, you do everything right. Everybody, no one's ever came to me and said your brother's an idiot and don't know how to do electrical or he burnt his fucking house down. Nobody's come to my family and said, "Oh, Mark's a fucking idiot. You don't know what he's doing." Blah blah blah. And a lot of people come to them and say, "Hey, he's good at what he does. I heard a lot of good things about Mark. He's such a good worker, good person, good businessman." You know? And then there's people in the background and be like, "Ugh, I hate the fact that people talk about him like he's so great." That's your fucking problem. I'm not looking for medals or trophies. Like fuck you. Even on here, what is the first thing I say? Don't praise me too much. It's me and spirit. I don't take full credit for nothing. And now I have everybody saying that. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Mark, like how you do and everybody else does. Because I want everybody to know it ain't me. I won't be here unless they help me and they help you. But a lot of people got too much pride to talk like that. They're like, no, 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 it's me. Okay, well, good. Then that's where the hateration comes in. See, people hate that shit. They can't accept the fact that it's actually true. And you need spirit to help you and you need people to help you. Can't always do it by yourself. I don't see anything like that. All I see is like the hateration shit. But like I said, even if there is, it's nothing is not gonna work. But when you said no women around what? Around Walter? The only thing that's around is men around you. Look, I got no women here, none. I already know the answer. No, if you get jealous, then you're gonna contribute to the bad energy. There's nothing to be jealous of. I got no women after Walter right now. It shows me nothing. No women at all. It just says that keeps telling me that he's worried about money. He's not worried about no woman or no woman around him. On the bottom, it just shows me baby mama reversed. So for her to be reversed, that means that he ain't paying her no mind. That's the only one. I got the Empress reversed, which is a baby mama reversed. So it means that he don't want nothing to do with her. If she was upright, I would say that he was giving her the time of day. But nothing. No other woman here at all. Nothing. Yeah. The only reason why you think that is because it's happening with you, where you're getting attention from these men and they're testing Walter. See? So Walter's like he's going to act kind of weird because he's going to be like, these guys are trying to take my woman. and talk shit to my woman too. But see, you gotta tell him what I'm gonna tell you. I want you to tell him. You gotta look at his eyes and say, look, Walter, everybody's jealous of the love we have for each other, right? If you already ain't said it, then I want you to say it like this. People are jealous of what we have because they don't have it. Because if they had it, they wouldn't be worrying about us. That's what I want you to tell him. He says, you know why, Jeff, and your boss and all that, these people are hating on you and me? Because they wish they had what we had. And that should verify our love for each other, because people are getting angry and jealous because what we have is what they wish they had. So let's not worry about what they think about us. That's my advice to you. Because that's what I used to tell my girl all the time. I told her a million times, stop worrying about these women coming up to me while I'm playing music. Because when you're in front of me dancing, there's always a guy that tries to come up to you. And do I ever say to you, hey, get away from that guy, don't let that guy touch you or whatever? I'm not gonna go in the microphone and say, yo, bro, that's my girl, you know? I used to tell her all the time, I don't if they're coming up to us because they want to separate us. But if you say fuck off and leave me alone like I do, then we ain't gotta worry about nothing. But that never sat in her brain. See, she was too jealous. Jealousy is gonna ruin everything. You're not supposed to be jealous. You're supposed to reverse that mentality and say the reason you got to find out why the reason they're jealous. The reason they're jealous because they wish they were you. They wish they can have what you have. That's what it all boils down to. Because jealousy is based on what somebody has and what somebody doesn't have. Am I right or am I wrong? That's what usually jealousy is about, what something has and what somebody doesn't have. I'm jealous because you have this. I'm jealous because you don't have that. I'm jealous you have this. Oh, no, 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 no. So fuck all that shit. That's why the jealousy happens. Because they don't have what you have. And sometimes when a guy looks at another guy, it's a challenge. They're like, oh yeah, this guy's a wankster. Or this guy's a fraud. Or he's a broke ass mofo. Or he shouldn't be with this girl. I should be with her because I can do more for her. That's what guys think. Guys honestly think they can take anybody's girl, and then when they find out the grass ain't green on the other side, they wish they would have never made that mistake. But it's too late now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that a lot of people have. Women do it too. Women try to take somebody's man, and they say, I can guarantee I can do more for him than she can. He's too much for her. Like, who are you to judge somebody? Who are you to split up a marriage or a relationship? Go find another person. There's millions and billions of people out there for you to go find. Oh, but I want that one. Okay. See where that's going to get you. Then you become a cheater, a liar, and then you're going to stay that way. It ain't never going to change. You may say it to yourself it's going to change, but when you get put in that predicament again, where the devil's poking at you saying, come on, do it again. You know you want to cheat again, or you know you want to do dumb shit. You won't get caught. Go for it. And then you're like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. They'll never find out. Yeah, go ahead. You'll see. But that's how it goes. That's my opinion. And that's how I feel it is, with relationships and people and jealousy and things like that. Unfortunately, jealousy is a disease, and it can be used every day to ruin people's lives. It'll never happen. Some people are. I can put myself in that category. I'm always happy for people. I'm not happy for my haters. I'm not happy for people who done me wrong. But I never hear about them having success anyway because they're a bunch of assholes. But if somebody comes in here and says, "Hey, Mark, I got this, that, whatever," I'll be like, "Hey, I'm happy for you," like, you know. And people have seen me do it every time, so I'm not. I'm far from a hater. You know, it's like somebody comes in here and says, "I want to be a psychic and I want to start my channel." I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll subscribe. You know, I'll come by and help you out or talk to you if you need anything. Come talk to me or whatever." I'm always willing to help people because it's stupid to be jealous. There's nothing to be jealous of because you can do the same things everybody else is doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just like me with the van, like I just explained. When I went on my own, I wanted to get a van, but I couldn't because they wasn't giving out work permit vans at the time because it was a recession and there was a lot of fraud shit going on in 2007 in Bermuda. So they said, "Look, you can have your business, Mark, but you have to get a private car and work out of your car for now." So I bought like a van car and I took the back seats out so I can put shit in it, and it still runs right now. My friend bought it from me, and he loves it because that car is a good car. I never wanted to get rid of it anyway, but I had an opportunity to get a van finally, and I had the money, and I saved up for it. And I my cousin was selling brand new vans, and I said, I'm gonna get one, and he gave me a good deal, and that's why I got it, and I'm glad I did. And there's some days I miss my old car, but it's still running and helping my friends, so that's all that matters. And now that I have my new van, I say to myself, look at me now. I have my new van with my name on it, something I've always wanted. It's bigger, it's better, it's new. It's gonna last me for the rest of my business till I'm retired, and I don't even need nothing else. I'm good, So, but and I don't even care if people don't come up to me and say, "Hey, I like your van" or whatever. I don't care. Like it don't matter to me. I like it. That's all that matters, and it makes me money, so I'm good. So I want people to understand that it's never going to change. We're always going to have hatred and jealousy and envy in our lives. And you could be nobody you could be like nothing to be jealous of, but there's always going to be that one person to be jealous of something, you know? They might be jealous of your car, your nails, your eyelashes, your glasses, your hats, your clothes, the way you talk, who your boyfriend is, what job you have, who your family is. They can be jealous of lots of things. They can be jealous of your hair. Shit. Jealousy is to do with every little stupid thing that they can find. Right, exactly. But the hatred gets to people. See, and that's the biggest challenge in life is to not let the haters make you feel like you're nobody. Because if you're getting hated on a lot and you're hated on, not hated, but if you're hated on for doing good things and being a good person, that should tell you that you're doing something right in your life. And I had to like program myself to understand that, you know. I've been on here for almost 6 years and I've been hated on every single year for being a real person and a real psychic. But if I was a fake ass mofo, I'd have 50 people in here being fake with me. But only real recognize real. That's why I don't have too many people in here. Only the real ones come in because they want real shit. The fake ones always going to be with the fake ones. But sometimes the fake ones come around to try and destroy shit, but it don't work, as you can see. And like I always tell everybody, you're going to see more of me now. So your hatred level is going to be sky high. I'll give you more to hate on. Stay tuned, haters. It's only going to get better. And they're probably looking saying, I fucking hate this guy. He's always laughing at us. We can't get rid of him. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna stay here and bother you some more. I'm gonna stay here and aggravate you. And I hope when you come in here, I'm doing a reading for somebody and they say thank you and they say I love you, Mark, and thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mark. You're the best. I hope you come in right when they say that shit, so it makes you more mad. Cause you could be just like me, but you just a fake ass. So stop being fake and be real, and you'll be all right. All right, Maria, take care. You too, mucho besos. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back on tonight anyway, so I guess everybody must be doing stuff. I'm gonna go swimming anyway. I'm gonna go for a nice swim. I'm gonna go fix my face. See what I got dinner already, so I'm gonna go for a swim. In a few minutes, I'm gonna go feed my doggy, and I'll be back later on tonight at some point in time. But yeah, go enjoy yourself. You're good. Everything's gonna be all right. Remember when I told you your hater friends make them mad by looking even more beautiful, by making your hair look nice, your shoes, your clothes, dress like a queen. Then make them all fucking hate your guts. Fuck them. I told the other Maria do the same thing. When you go to work, make those bitches mad. Look good and sexy and make them and smell good. When you walk across them, they'll smell your perfume and fuck them. Make the jealous even more jealous. Make them mad. That's what they deserve. They deserve to be mad. Now, let me see what the other pain in the ass. Other pain in the ass 20 sent me more things. Tila. She can't get enough of me. Pain in the ass, you still there listening? I like this plan thing you sent me. It's crazy how all plans look alike. I wish I could see it better, but okay, I could see it now. This is just like a basic plan of what everything looks like. But the electrical plan will have like all the electricity there so you can count all the points and give a price. But it shows like the toilet, where the toilet is, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Plans all look alike. I would love to be an architect and do shit like this. I should have been an architect. I like planning shit because there's a lot of architects that miss things. Because when I do electrical, I'm like, it should have been another light here, should have been a switch right here, not on the inside. Or why is this three switches here when you can just make, a double one? Like people go overboard on plans and shit sometimes. But the good thing is you can change some of the things on the plans. As long as it meets the code, you can change it. I like how they show the swinging of the doors, how it goes left or right or in or out. That makes a big difference too. Like for instance, this door that goes inwards, it should be going the opposite way because you have the room in the hallway. But to each their own. Because on the opposite side, they do that. That door is going the opposite way, and this one isn't. So to me, that shouldn't be that way. It should come out the other way against the wall. That's cool though. I like looking at plans and shit.
Schizophrenia, it is a spiritual gift that is misfiring in a broken world. Most schizophrenic patients aren't crazy, but they're actually tuning into multiple dimensions at once without the tools, the mentor, or the community to help support or ground them. So they're actually really hearing voices, seeing real dimensional leaking timelines, but their soul body shield is fragmented, so they're labeled as schizophrenics by psychiatrists who don't even have time when they're actually very highly sensitive souls we call empaths, indigos, guardians, whose channels are wide open without the proper containment. So psychiatry calls it delusional, but actually spiritually it's a multi-dimensional overload. What they actually need is not mind numbing medications and pills. What they need is grounding and shielding, a supportive community, a safe space, and to regain plasma
Yeah, I agree.
coherence. And it's time we stop drugging our children, our mystics, and start protecting their light.
Mhm.
Schizophrenia isn't madness, it's the soul trying to awaken in a world that forgot how to listen and forgot that it is multidimensional. Our schizophrenic
The
children
problem with
are
that is
not
some people are already
bad.
schizophrenic and they ruin it for others. That's the biggest problem. Is others ruin it for others. That's the biggest problem. Hey Teresa, you're still here listening and resting? That's good. You want an oracle card? Oh, shut your ass up. All right, I need to put that away. All right, perfect. Did I give you a message from this deck before, Teresa? It's called the Sacred Rebels Oracle. I don't know if I did or not. Oh yeah. Teresa, if you're here, I'll give you a message. Then I'm gonna go for a swim and go feed my doggy. Teresa, this is your message. It says number 36, listening for truth. And the person is listening to a conch shell. No. I'm gonna do it now. I'm doing it right now. It's called listening for the truth. Listening for truth. All right. This says, you are a truth seeker. Never deny or try to quieten this down to make others comfortable. You are meant to be an agitator at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it. You don't necessarily have to say a word, though sometimes you will. Often you will agitate in the most loving sense by unveiling truth simply through your knowledge. Uh, Hold compassion for the truths you behold. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself for harshness, but to be the clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind, simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. This says to get out into nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now, no matter how many times or how many ways or by how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know in your sacred rebellious heart. The truth is your connection to the living truth is life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that the truth will always eventually prevail. There you go. That sounds like me too. I'm an agitator. I like to agitate people. You're welcome. I'm glad it resonates good. See these conch shells? That's what we call it here. If you put it up to your ear, you can hear it. I don't know if you guys have those at your beaches, but here in Bermuda, there's like tons of them. I actually have like three that I kept. It's inside my closet thingy. If you put it up to your ear, it'll go, and the meat that comes out of it, you can eat it. Yeah, like that. It comes that you could take like a little. You put like a little pin in there with like an L shape, like an Allen key, and you push it in there and you scoop it out and you pull the meat out like that, and people eat it. It's called conch fritters. It's like a big piece of meat, and they and you can fry it up, and they make like fritters out of it. It's called conch fritters. I've had them before. They're all right. It's an acquired taste, put it that way. I've tried it, but it's not my thing. But yeah, I keep the shells. I was given two shells, and I kept one that I found. But yeah, I've never tasted snails, but it tastes more like I don't know. It tastes like kind of weird. It doesn't taste like lobster or crab. No, it tastes more like clams. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like clam. It's like a rubbery type of meat. Now it ain't like mussels. Mussels are a little bit more, rubbery. I love mussels. Mussels can be like I have mussels in my freezer. I should make that as an appetizer tonight. Ask my nephew if he wants some. He ain't gonna say no. Actually, I think he's going out tonight. Never mind. I'll wait till tomorrow and ask him if he wants some. I got a box of mussels in my freezer. It's that good shit. Lucky, you want a card? I'll think about it. All right, I thought about it. I'll give you one. Pain in the ass. All right, this is your card, Lucky. It's number 28. Collaborative dreaming. Collaborative dreaming. All right. It says your heart is big enough to dream not only for yourself, but for a new humanity. Imagine a world that is healed with respect, understanding, and with community and fosters life. You are being asked to honor your growing desire to co create with a conscious, like minded people. Your collaborative dreaming is a heart inspired win win, bringing mutual enhancement to yourself and others. Working with others creatively is a way to allow your heart to grow. It's a chance for you to learn how to honor yourself and others and find ways to live and let live simply by growing and strengthening your active trust in your heart's guidance. You are going through this experience or will be in the near future because you are a part of a new creative learning program for humanity. This learning program is taking place to a spiritual level, and it requires highly individualistic and creative people to learn to work with each other without compromising who they are in order to reach common creative goals. It is wonderful. Yep. So there you go. Pain in the ass oracle card. It says you're going to co-create with others and be a pain in their ass. That's exactly what it means. That's why you co-create in your dreams. So that way in the physical world, they don't get fed up of you. They be like, yeah, we're in her. She's even a pain in the ass in our dreams, Mark. Shit. She be dreaming about shit all damn day with her mouth open. Okay, I'll co-create with you. Let's work together. And then when you wake up, okay, shit, I'm gonna co-create now again in physical. Let me go bother Mark and fucking irritate him. Oh, hell no. People in here might miss you. Not me. I'll be like, thank God that pain in the ass is gone. Hope she works all day and all damn night. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go feed my dog, and I'm going to go for a swim. Bro, as soon as I said that, it's like she knows that I'm talking about her. You think I'm talking about you because I said dog? Huh? Or because I said dog, that doesn't mean you. You're not a dog, you're a damn pig. Don't put your head away from me. You know I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm talking to you, woman. You want to go get some dinner? You want some din? You want some yummies? Yeah, you know what that means. You look right at me, huh? Anything to do with food, water, even got up. Look, she got up one time. She heard food and that was it. She's like, food? Now? Sure, let's go. Look. Sound like a bloody pig. What's the matter? You want some yummies? You want some water? Yeah? We're going to go outside, okay? All right, guys. I'm out of here. Teresa, have a good day. Lucky, enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll be back tonight. I'll be back later on in a couple hours. I'm going to go for a swim and feed this damn dog. All right, bye.